What is going on, everybody? In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to generate images using ChatGPT. Now, guys, in the past, I've talked about Dolly, the software where essentially you're able to use certain key phrases and descriptions and be a little bit more contextual and create an image from that. Now, note, AI is still a work in progress, as a lot of things is in life. So it's not 100% perfect, but it is pretty solid. And what I really hope to do in this video is show you whether you're using it for a marketing design, whether you need it for just a quick graphic or a quick idea, or maybe for a school project or for anything in life, honestly, that you could use to put something into a quick little image generator and then it pops up something somewhat um, similar to what you wanted. That's really what I hope to do in this video, is just show you kind of the bones of how to use it and ultimately how to get exactly what you want out of this really cool tool. Make sense? Sound good? Let's get started. All right. So really what I want to do is the first thing I'll share with you guys is if you do not have the ChatGPT 4 premium version, you're going to need to do that, because if you still have the ChatGPT 3.5, like it says here, it's great for everyday tasks, but it's not the premium version. So before anything, you're going to need to upgrade to this. It's only $20 a month. And I mean, if you're using this for, day-to-day stuff, I can guarantee you're going to get at least, $20 of value every single month from using this thing, right? So you're going to upgrade. Once you've done that, I'm just going to do a basic example here and show you guys exactly what this is, because you need to be very specific. You can't just give it a very generic, general, um, piece of context. I mean, you can do that if you need to, but if you're looking to get a little bit more particular and a little bit more fine-tuned, you can do that too. So let me show you what I mean by that. I'll say create an image of me as a superhero, right? Now, this is a very generic thing, but what ChatGPT is going to say is it's going to say, sure, I'd love to help with that. Can you describe what you look like and how you envision yourself as a superhero? Please include details like your gender, hair color, costume, all this kind of stuff, right? So I will say, I'm a white male, black hair, blue eyes, and I am tall and muscular, standing on top of a high apartment building, something like that. Let's see what it spits out here. So creating the image, roughly speaking, guys, it's going to be about, I don't know, maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds to create the image. Again, the more context you give it, the more it's going to take longer for the software to process everything. So like I said, it's going to take about 20 seconds here, and then we're going to pump out the first image. And then the really cool thing is, if it's not exactly what you want on the first go around, you can obviously just do it again. So here's a pretty interesting thing. So here's your superhero image. You've depicted a tall, muscular superhero with black hair and blue eyes, standing on top of a high apartment building, ready to protect the city. So this is pretty cool. So let's see what we can do here. My hair, as you know, is not this long. So maybe I want to say, this looks great, but make my hair shorter, like I don't say comb over, but let's just say like a slick back hairstyle. And then maybe let's say with New York City in the background. Let's see if ChatGPT can do that. Creating the image. Now, note, ChatGPT, guys, is going to pull all different bits of information from the history of the universe, and they're still doing that. They're still importing all this data. So if for whatever reason you type in something like this and it just doesn't pop up, like let's say, for instance, I wanted to say, instead of New York City, I wanted to say St. Louis, or maybe a lesser known city like, I don't know, in terms of population, maybe Memphis, Tennessee, or something like that, right? New York City obviously is very, very well known. That's why I picked it. But no offense to Memphis or St. Louis, but there's not that many people there compared, obviously, to New York City. So it's less known. So I would simply say, just be patient, wait, and you'll be able to actually get the image that you want at the end of the day. So here's what's pretty cool. So as you can see, they changed the two things that I wanted to, my hairstyle and also the background. So you can see the Empire State here, and then you have a pretty similar hairstyle. I mean, his might look a little better, or, probably not. But no, it's really good stuff. So this is pretty cool. So let me go into another example where I wanted to say, something for a marketing design. So create a social media graphic with my company Momentum 360 in a cartoon style font. That should be social media. And really, what I like to do is I like to just take these images and put them on my social media. They look cool, especially for what you're going to see. And they're pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. So let's see what we can come up here. Now, the one thing I will say about ChatGPT is, note I put Momentum 360 here, and they got the 360 part, but the letters are, a little out of touch here. So they have MOM, and then I think you have a T and a bunch of other stuff too. So this is the one thing that I think ChatGPT lacks is clarity on actually putting and stringing correct, consistent wording together to create or letters together to create a word and then ultimately to create a sentence. Because if I asked to do the same thing for a sentence, oh my gosh, I would completely butcher it. But hey, maybe 3 months down the road, it's not going to be like that. So that's a pretty cool thing too. I do want to see here if I say you spelled it wrong. The name of my company is Momentum. Let me just see if I can do Momentum instead of Momentum 360. Let's try that. So it's going to create the image again. We'll see if it gets it correct. That's good stuff. And note, guys, the only limitations to this are really your own creativity. That's what I like to say about a lot of stuff. If you're not that creative as a person, ChatGPT is going to be limited for you. But if you're an artist or someone who has a lot of creativity and a lot of cool things that they want to, see, then yeah, I mean, you're going to get a lot out of this. So nice. So this is pretty cool. So they did spell it right. But the thing that's weird is they have all these little bits of text, which don't really mean anything. It's kind of just gibberish, but they did get my name right. So to finish this out, maybe what I would say is get rid of the other words except momentum. Let's see if that works. Because really, if I'm going to take a social media graphic, something like this, I mean, I can't even read this. I don't even know what this is. So getting rid of all of this, getting rid of all this, and then just keeping momentum, I think would be good. So let's see what happens. But yeah, I mean, back to, the only limitation is your own creativity. I think it's really interesting. I think it's something that, we're going to be using this a lot more, especially with Dolly and especially with Sora, which is going to be the video creation. And I want to get more into that in a little bit as time goes on, but just really, really awesome stuff. I mean, it's amazing what AI is going to be able to do. So as you can see, they still kind of butchered momentum. But guys, with that being said, you can keep trying and you're going to get, an accurate graphic. It just, you need to kind of chomp away at the bit a little bit. And hey, I mean, if you have some decent experience with Photoshop, you can just remove this stuff. I don't want to get too in depth, but guys, that is how you can actually create images on ChatGPT. It's really cool, whether you're trying to get social media graphics for your company or whether you're trying to actually showcase yourself as a superhero and a very detailed description and background and style. This is what you have, which is really, really cool. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for checking this video out. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you wanted to send a comment below. I read all of them. I'd love to respond to your comments. That would be fantastic. And as always, guys, smash that subscribe button. We are chugging along to 5,000 subscribers. We're really, really, really close, and I hope to get that by the end of March. So, guys, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your weekend. Take it easy, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers. Bye.